How to make eucalyptus oil. The leaves of the eucalyptus tree are a popular health remedy all over the world. These leaves have antibacterial and antifungal properties. When distilled into oil, eucalyptus creates an effective inhalant or a chest rub. A few drops of eucalyptus oil in a bath soothes aches and pains. Anyone can make eucalyptus oil with a few simple ingredients. Using a crock pot to make eucalyptus oil. Find fresh eucalyptus. Eucalyptus trees grow wild in warmer climates. In colder climates, eucalyptus is sold by nurseries as a potted plant or shrub. You'll need a good handful, approximately 1/4 cup, of leaves for every cup of oil you intend to make. Eucalyptus is found at most florists, as it is a favorite addition to many floral displays. In warmer climates, you might find eucalyptus for sale at farmers markets or gardening stores. You may find eucalyptus for sale online. Although it's technically a tree or shrub, it's also labeled as an herb for its fragrance and medicinal properties. The best time of day to cut eucalyptus is early in the morning, when its leaves contain a high concentration of oil, too. Wash the leaves in the sink with water. Rinse well, and set aside to dry. You may also choose to dry the leaves with a clean, dry cloth or towel. This step is particularly important when buying eucalyptus from a florist, as the leaves may be sprayed with preservative. Get the leaves as dry as you can, but if there's a little water left it will evaporate. Measure 1 cup 8 ounces of oil. The best oil will be a light carrier oil, either cold-pressed virgin olive oil, coconut oil or almond oil. If you'd like to make less than 8 ounces of eucalyptus oil, use less oil and fewer leaves. For example, if you'd like to make 4 ounces (1/2 cup) of oil, measure 4 ounces of oil, and use approximately 1/8 cup eucalyptus leaves. If you want to make more, just keep the proportions the same, 4 parts oil to 1 part leaves. Strip eucalyptus leaves from stem, and gently crush with your hands. You can also chop the leaves with a sharp knife. If there are bits of stem and twig in the mix, that's okay. If you want to use mixed herbs to create your oil, you should add them at this time. Combine oil and leaves in a crock pot set on low. Allow the mixture to steep for at least 6 hours. The longer it steeps, the stronger your eucalyptus oil will be. The scent of the steaming oil will be fairly strong throughout your home. Make sure you're making your eucalyptus oil at a time you can enjoy it. Pour the eucalyptus oil through a fine mesh strainer when the oil is cool. Catch the oil in a jar. Ideally, this will be a dark glass jar, but any jar will serve so long as it's kept in a dark location in your home. It's important to wait until the oil has cooled before pouring, so the glass doesn't crack from the sudden heat. Use clean, glass jars with tight-fitting lids. Make sure they are dry as well. Any water or moisture in the jars can cause mold. Label the eucalyptus oil. You can be as creative as you like in designing labels for your homemade essential oils, but you'll definitely want to identify it by type eucalyptus oil and by the date it was completed. The oil will be good for approximately 6 months from the time you make it. 8. If you've included other herbs to your eucalyptus oil, include this on the label. Some popular additions are sage, lavender, spearmint, or rosemary. To store oil for a longer time, keep in the refrigerator.